It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Tonight, it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. The first of 272 games in the regular season. Buckle up. The Cowboys, the Eagles, underway to begin 2025. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he stopped immediately there. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Again, it's Barkley. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Hurts looking to change the play. That's complete. A diving grab there by Brown. 11 yards for number 11.
Now you can exhale. The season is officially underway. Plenty of work done during the offseason, camp, and the preseason that led to that first throw of the year.
Airing it out deep for Smith. Oh, that is incomplete.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Hurts. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Eagles are on the board here first in the season opener. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Jonathan Bernard. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Here we go.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
47. Yeah, here we go.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Got a man. It's the rookie out of the third round.
One down, only about 500 more to go this season. He would certainly welcome most of his passes this year going as well as that. Now that the first one is over, time to settle into a groove and begin the long journey towards Week 18 and hopefully the playoffs.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Prescott to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. They run for the first time with Javonte Williams. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Here's Prescott. He's got his target. That's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 23. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shallow him across all that ground.
Throwing. Prescott. He'll swing this out to Blue. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling the back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort.
And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Aubrey good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. Team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
ready at the line. This Philly offense set to go. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Throwing is Hurts. Quick slant here to Smith. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Hey, Silver. Great, shot.
They're going to try and throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Hey, easy.
They go play action with Hurts. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Yeah! Here we go.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Cowboys. Javonte Williams, 49 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Aubrey now for the point after. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
14, Eagles 7.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple of yards shy of the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's a tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well in the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going. I tell you what, when you're down on the scoreboard, you've got to look to your stars, and that's what they do here to start the drive. I wouldn't be surprised if they looked his way a few more times in short order. That one, well designed, and it's a quick first down.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took him for 6 after that interception.
And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Now Prescott. And he finds a man with a crossing route. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
A give to Williams, running right. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 68 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. 2nd down and 3, ball on the 7. There's Prescott. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas.
Touchdown.
2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys go up by 2 touchdowns. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it's now 21-7. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. He's going deep for Brown. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
But whatever they called on defense, they made sure they were ready for the pass on that snap, made the proper adjustments, and helped force an incompletion.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to go up top again. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Javonte Williams. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cowboys are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28. Play action. Here's Hurts. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
First down.
Here's Hurts to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 at the 39-yard line. Again, he'll drop the throw. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Cody Simon. That is one that he will remember. His first career sack in his first career game in the National Football League. So after the sack, here's second and 14. They're going to look to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. And that's good for a gain of 6. And third and 8 now.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it third and 8.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's another Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback, even a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Jake Elliott on for the field goal. A 47-yard attempt.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And it's no good. Elliott pulled it. And this will stay a 3-touchdown game.
And partner, a lot of kickers in this spot like to aim at the right upright and just draw it back down the center. This one looked like it was aimed at the left upright and just kept bending away.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Yeah, here we go.
They run it again with Williams. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Prescott down. That is caught. And he will have a Cowboys first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
To throw is Prescott. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now Prescott. And he comes back with one complete. Prescott from the gun. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
And that's going to be incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Don't touch that. Try to take a horn. Hey, let's go. Trimmer.
Hurts. Towards the end zone for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. This will be taken at the 13. A good return there, 17 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Andrew Makuba. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight there.
And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Oh, a heck of a move. Man. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Prescott. Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Oh, felt like that move deserved more than he got there. A gain of 2.
Big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
2nd and 7.
Hey, 40.
Looking to throw. Prescott. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. So the completion good for just 3. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
180.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there is no space available and incompletion as a result.
On 2nd and 10. Hurts. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Caught that look from me there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Fights him off. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. Now Dak, he wants to change the play. Prescott off play action. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one goes for 24 yards. Here's Prescott. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush. Yeah, they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. He'll swing this out to Blue. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Throwing, Prescott. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Well, Charles, no matter what the prognosticators say before the season, whether they think you're going to be good, bad, or somewhere in the middle, you never quite know how week 1 is going to play out. But for them, it has been an impressive performance, and they are well on their way to a 1-0 start.
Yeah, it's a lot like opening up presents, isn't it, partner? You're not quite sure what's inside, but you're hopeful, right? In this case, exactly what they were looking for, exactly what they need.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Brown now to return it. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17.
And they're on the 17-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Second down and 3. Barkley inside handoff. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. here, looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
It's 3rd down and 4.
Throwing is Hurts. There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw.
Donovan Ezeuaku. That is one that he will remember. His first career sack in his first career game in the National Football League.
35-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it, but couldn't pull it in.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown, and their last time out looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And even 100 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. This is Smith with a grab. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. A big play here for Dallas. 41 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Here's Prescott. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
It's caught. Smith. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. 4th down. Prescott. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. With his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Cowboys are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. All right, big problems there on the conversion. A poor snap. It's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. Second and 9. Here's Hurts to throw. Donovan Ezra now with his second sack here on opening night.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind that he dreamed of this. How about this for your debut? Second sack in the opener.
Yeah, it's great to get one. That's memorable. 2? Hello.
Now, he dreamed about it. He thought about it. Did he ever expect it to happen? Probably not.
No touch that. No touch.
On third down, Barkley. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest.
Yeah! Here we go! 26.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Second and 10.
Yeah, here we go! 20. 26.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of the first as he's tackled at the 47.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing it into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. Fair catch called for and taken just inside the 10-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try to hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
He's going deep for Brown. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter.
That's about as exciting of a 1-yard run as you're going to see, finding a way to dodge that first would-be tackler. But again, just 1 yard out of it.
This is 2nd and 8.
They'll try and run down some clock with Williams.
105 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
3rd down and 1.
They'll try to run for it with Blue. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. 4th down now after a loss of 2. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Just a 25-yard climb. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros.
Great.
take a knee here.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was